So I'm recording this as a thing for Mr. Dr. Fucci over there, functional medicine master. Testimonial sort that, yeah, I'm sort of working with him for a number of different issues unrelated to the functional medicine stuff that I've been doing so far. And he came to me one day and said, "Hey, I'm doing a functional medicine program. I think you'd be really interested in this, as I know you may have had a couple problems here and there that you were dealing with, and I think it'd be really helpful for you." I was hesitant about jumping on board given the price, but I was also optimistic that A, if he's bringing it to me, given what he's helped me with before and I've been dealing with for a long time, then it has to be really fucking good. And B, whatever the price is, if you could figure out exactly what foods your body likes and doesn't like, down to like the specifics for the rest of your life, and then clean out your system in such a way that it A, kind of resets your energy and your mood and your mental state and all, and your body in a way that just feels great. Like it resets you in a natural way. It cleans. In my case, we're doing a liver detox followed by an intestinal detox. So I got some hormones backed up, and my intestines got some bacterial overgrowth. That if you could start to do that, let me rewind a little bit. If you could do the detox and then have a game plan of exactly what foods your body likes and doesn't like, down to like the specifics for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. I'm 36 right now. I mean, at this rate, if I keep up with this plan, I'm going to live to be 120. So I got to figure out how to live another 90 years. If you could feel this good, because months ago, I was dealing with on and off fatigue. I was like having to take a nap midday, having a hard time sleeping. My libido at my age shouldn't be dropping as much as it was. I was having brain fog. I couldn't figure things out. And it was inconsistent as to what was affecting me and what wasn't. And I had certain foods that I had suspicions around, but I couldn't confirm with absolute certainty that it was having the effect that I thought it was. And lo and behold, I did the lab work and the lab testing with Dr. Fucci's program. And we found out that some of the foods that I was suspecting, some of the foods that I definitely knew I was having a reaction to were on the list. And then some of the foods I had some suspicions about were also on the list. And then even foods I had no idea that I shouldn't be eating. I didn't know I was allergic to swordfish. That's a new one for me. But it was nice to be able to use like a scientific backed basis to prove that I wasn't going crazy, that certain foods do mess with me in certain ways, even if they're deemed healthy. Like I have a bit of a reactivity to apples. I have a reactivity to eggs. That was a big one. I used to eat like 4 or 5 eggs a day for like months, only to find out my body has not been tolerating it well. But it wasn't a full blown allergic reaction. It was just, feeling a little bit groggy, a little bit of brain fog, not as good as I feel like I should be feeling. Whereas I'd eaten certain foods and I would just feel fantastic and I couldn't figure out what it was. And so being able to go through a whole program and protocol that showed me, yeah, those foods that you suspected were problematic, yeah, actually were probably causing problems. And then also, you're not going crazy that you're feeling fatigue because actually your liver is not as functioning as well as it could be, probably from the foods you've been having up to this point. And maybe you've had a higher level of certain amounts of problems, whatever kind of like in processed foods you've been eating over the years that caused the liver back up, that also may have contributed to the bacterial overgrowth, causing all this stuff. So rather than just going to a doctor, a traditional doctor, and saying, I feel like crap. Well, drink a cup of coffee. Turns out I'm allergic to coffee. Look at that. Just, here's some medication. Maybe you need to get better sleep and try turning off the phone at night. Of course I know all that crap. And it still wasn't really helping. It was amazing to be able to do something that has been prove I wasn't going crazy, and B, give me a super specific list of foods that I know I can and cannot eat now to get the absolute best out of myself, which is now opening up a lot of opportunities, or at least perspectives of opportunities in my life, that I'm not in this semi-chronic fatigue state anymore. I'm not dealing with a low-grade anxiety because the food was messing with me in a certain way, that I'm more optimistic about the future. And now I feel like I have more energy and I know what to do with, and I don't need caffeine to do it. And if anything, it's probably causing new anxiety because I have a lot of energy and I have no clue where to aim it. But that's part of the fun. And just like, I'd rather have too much clean, healthy energy and take some time to put structure around it rather than go back into eating junk food to put myself into a sedated state to justify feeling too tired to get anything done. So yeah, if you're on the fence about this program, Like whatever the price is for you, like I would highly recommend it, because to me it wasn't cheap, but at the same time, being able to do something that only takes about, I think in total we're gonna be able, it's about 12 weeks I'll be done. That 12 weeks to reset your body and know exactly what to eat for the rest of your 90 more years, the rest of your life, to know for certainty, like this is the best way you can operate. This is the best way you can function if you eat these foods and do these things. This is going to work best for you. It's invaluable. That's like I would pay for it again if I had to. Please don't charge me again. But I would totally I will probably do this program again in like 5 years time if things end up catching up with me and new problems arise. But at least I know exactly where to go and what to do and who to talk to get accurate, concrete results to make myself feeling better. I can't recommend it enough. It's amazing. Definitely give it a try. Also wanted to add one last thing. I still don't have six pack abs. I was kind of hoping that was going to be included, but everything else I'm still very happy with, so I still recommend you do it.